Good morning, all the participants. I welcome you all on the cybersecurity workshop day 2. So I request Patil sir and speaker of today's session, please proceed for the further discussion. Thank you, sir. Over to you.
Okay, so a very good morning and a warm welcome from Konsola. We are here for the second day of workshop over the topic Getting Started with Cybersecurity. Today we have Yavan Stabiti as a speaker.
Ma'am, your voice is breaking.
Hello.
Am I audible now?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay, so today we have Yavan Sabiti as a speaker. He has been a part of cybercrime investigator. He have worked on all kinds of cyber investigations. He have completed his internship at Gurugram Police in Haryana, and I must say he is an enthusiastic cyber security researcher. I welcome Yavan and I request him to share his detailed information over the topic of the day. Yavan, over to you.
Yeah, hi everyone. Firstly, thanks for the great intro that I have put into. So it's like a great opportunity that we are going to discuss about a lot of things today. There are a lot of plans, so I need all your attention towards the screen today. And I just want to make sure that you won't regret attending this session on the Sundays, even in the morning sessions. So thanks for all for your great attendance, and it's already 81. So it's so happy to see that many people attending even on Sundays. So today we'll be discussing about a lot of important content that a person need to know when he starts in cybersecurity field. So let me share you my screen. Just please, anyone can verify.
Yes, sir. Your screen is visible.
Yeah, it is visible.
Yeah, 1 second. Yes. Yeah, I think it's visible. Is it visible?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
may proceed.
let's go ahead.
Yeah, good. So as you can see that we are going to have today's workshop related to all OS Infinity tools, and also it will be totally completely a practical session. Each and every topic will be given as a practical demonstration after you understand the theory part. So what is OSINT? So what kind of open source that we have in our in our internet, or else in our daily, whichever what we use, like details like what is your name, what is your phone number, are you secure? See, one top main thing that each and every person thinks about is, in this present situation of COVID-19, or else in a pandemic situation of which where the whole world runs on online, is there any single particular common issue that a person is going to face? Is there any solution for it? So he thinks in such a perspective that so and so person is secured or not. So even a developer today is going to think whether my application that I'm going to build is going to be secure in further or not. Is it having any vulnerabilities that a hacker can exploit, which may cause a interruption in the user's interface? So these are some common issues that people face. So how can we do these things? So in this particular period of time, we will be discussing about all the things related to hacking methodologies, how we can hack Instagram. Like people have some few questions. Like I even received a lot of DMs in Instagram saying that I got some hack with some hacker. So can you please hack some account? So these kind of requests. So what should we do? Is it legal or illegal? And how the process is attempted? So I'll be showing everything in detail for you. So we have a less time and a lot of content to cover. So let's get deep diving into it. So today, first thing, OSINT. So is not particularly called as OSINT in the primary data, like in the primary terminologies. So जो भी हम बात कर रहे हैं तो उसका पहला वर्जन है कि उसका OSINT नहीं है, तो उसका पहला वर्जन ये है कि OSD, which is known as open source data, which is known as primary data. So what is primary data? So I guess you will be seeing the OSINT tools, right? So what is primary data? The data that we collect from internet is called as primary data. So can we say that? So see, what if I have Google here with me, and I'm just typing as like yeah, I'm just searching for a person called as Robert Downey Jr. Yep. So this is a simple search that I have done. So I have received multiple results here as videos or else his particular movies that he have done and so particular things. So what happens is this all the data that we are searching for is only his name is consisting of the search title. So जो भी हम सर्च कर रहे हैं उसका नाम ही वह डाल रहे थे. सो यह कुछ फिल्ट्रेशन वगैरह कुछ नहीं हो रहा था, इसीलिए तो what we'll be doing is here this particular data which has no filtration. So I didn't mention that he is an Iron Man, so I couldn't say, I didn't give the filter, so I just gave his name and I just saw all the details about him. So this comes under OSD, which is called as primary data, which is full formally known as OSD, open source data. So this is called as a primary data in OS and open source investigations. And also what comes under next is OSINT. So what it means. So adding a filter for that. So I'm particularly searching for his Twitter ID. So I want his Twitter ID. So what I will be doing, Robert Downey Jr.'s Twitter. I'll just type the word Twitter. So most I'll be getting that. Yeah, here you go. So this is the Twitter account that I'm getting. So I had been using this filter called as Twitter. So I use this particular filter called as Twitter, which will be giving me the exact result that I want. So this is Twitter. So we are adding some filtration to that. So that comes under the process of uh, second process. It comes as secondary data where we are going to give input our data. So whatever data we are looking for is being filtered by us. Just a second. Yep. So everything that we see around or else like everything that we access through internet is having a particular criteria for it that we use to search. And coming to the next part, this is a combination of primary and secondary data. So as a primary data, as I have said, it will be as Robert Downey Jr., where it comes as OSINT information, OSINF, which comes under open source information. So I'm grabbing the information about this particular person, which includes Twitter. So this is a particular filter that I have been used. So this comes under open source information. आपको जो भी डाउट्स है वो कमेंट सेक्शन में डाल दीजिएगा, मैं पढ़ लूंगा एक बार. So we'll be having some break between so that I'll be addressing all the doubts between that.
Yeah, well, you can continue in Hindi and English both, as the people will be coming to know more.
हाँ ठीक कर देंगे. So presently like हमें जो भी इंफॉर्मेशन रहती है इंटरनेट में तो उसका पूरा का पूरा लाइक एक सिस्टमेटिक ऑर्डर रहता है. तो मैंने एक बार उसका हाफ नेम सर्च किया तो I'll be getting different kind of results, but it also includes the main person. तो इस जिसका भी फॉलोइंग या फिर फेम ज़्यादा है उसका रिजल्ट ऊपर आता है. So see, like the particular Google is recognizing him as a main person compared to the other persons that we have below. So he is the main person. So उनका ही picture पहले आएगा. So all this is based upon search engine optimization, SEO optimization. So in this way, the total internet is classified and also maintained in an order. So we are utilizing these particular concepts. So this comes under the particular concepts of OS information and OSINT. So what is OSINT? It's a combination of primary and secondary data. So as I said that we'll be adding some filters and without filters. So a combination of both is called as OSINT. We are combining the both techniques to find a particular information is known as OSINT. And coming to the next thing is classified information. So OSINT V. So what is OSINT minus V? It will be giving you a classified information which is verified by person who is trustworthy and he is having a good knowledge in that. तो जो भी पर्सन इस डेटा को वेरीफाई करता है तो उनका अलग से कुछ रेपुटेशन रहता है उसका। तो मैं हूँ तो अभी तो मैंने एक बार एक आर्टिकल लिखी है तो उसका वेरिफिकेशन कुछ अलग सी यूनिवर्सिटी से होगा। तो क्या होगा, लाइक दे विल बी डिस्कसिंग अबाउट दिस पर्टिकुलर कॉन्सेप्ट। वो वेरीफाई करेंगे कि ये सही है या गलत है। तो एक बार वो वेरीफाई होगा तो तभी उसका पब्लिश या फिर पेपर को और कॉलेज को बढ़ाना, दिस प्रोसेस विल बी टेकिंग अपॉन। So in this way, we'll be having a lot of work behind when we publish a paper. So in the same way, when we publish a information over internet, mainly in the government agencies, आप एक बार देखें तो government portals में, okay, when you see some government portals, you'll be like getting some notifications over there regarding the jobs or else anything. So what happens in this meanwhile is to generate a particular notification, they will be having some lot of meetings to decide that particular openings are available or not. So we'll be saying that mainly these people are able to go get into this or not. So this is the main thing that will be happening. And coming to the next part, we'll be having some kind of practical stuff now. So until now, we discussed about the 4 types of OSINT, like what is OSD, OSNF, OSINT, and OSINT minus V. So is it clear? I need some volunteers to respond so that I can get contact with these things.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, good. If that's clear, we can go ahead. If any doubts, we can take up that. If it's clear, just raise your hands. Okay, see, I want it to be an interactive session and active people. So it's Sunday and people will be kind of unactive. So I want all of you to be active and there will be some kind of task given in between for you. So based upon that, you can assume that how much information that you grabbed from this webinar. Okay. Yeah, okay then. Cool. I see a lot of people. Okay, then we'll proceed with the next things. So this is a particular information about the 4 types of open source informations. So where do we use these things and how do we use these things? What if we had some particular situation that we need to deal with? Okay, then once we'll be going with the PPT again. Let's see PPT. Yes. So as per we'll be seeing about Wayback Machine. So what is Wayback Machine? So it's particular website that provides us a history of a particular technology of a website. So I'll be demonstrating the purpose, like it will be more clear.
We are not able to see the screen, the presentation.
Okay, once give me 1 second. Yeah, 1 second. Is it visible right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyone please take the responsibility of that initiative, like saying the things. So if it's something is going wrong, please intimate that to me so that we can deal with that immediately. Yeah. So this is a machine, this is a website which is known as Web Archive, and this particular website provides us a previous versions of a particular website. So let's take some example of okay, I'll take a poll from you guys. So which website that you want to visit in the year of 1992? I'll just take some response from you. Just drop in text like in the chat box. So do you want to see the version of Netflix in 1992? How the website was?
Yes, sir.
So it's up to you, like which website to choose.
Yes.
I think the chat box is not available. You can just unmute yourself and speak up. what website shall we explore here?
Can we go for the home page of Microsoft itself?
Yeah, sure. That will be great. Let's just take up Microsoft. Yep, we'll be taking Microsoft and we'll just copy the link and we'll just paste it here. So we'll be having a calendar and the versions where it had arrived. So we don't have any screenshots from the 1966. So this particular website has been hosted in the year of 2010. So until before that, there was kind of different domain that they are using. So that domain isn't available right now. So we can figure out about this particular website that we have previously opened. So you can see this is a particular interface of this. So this is the present info interface and we'll be seeing the version of 2010. So you can see that, okay, I think there is no screenshot. Okay, on the 4th of December. So in the while addressing this particular calendar, we need to look for some options of this like rounding up circles or else like blue dots. That particular thing will be having this particular snapshots where the data is being stored of this particular website. So once we click here, okay, I think two snapshots. This is not able to keep this up. Okay, let's go with 2011. I think there's some issue with the network. Yeah, let's go this. So we are going to take the date of June 11th on 2011. Okay. So this is the result of what is these things. I think there's something that we had messed up with the URL. So here we don't require this E and India. So it gives us the location of this particular website. So let's try this. So all that you get is like in some investigations of particular website or else like for digging up. See, now you are getting the actual thing. See, before we had I included that India and English. English is the language. IN is the location of the particular website that is going to be hosted. So now we can see that in the 1996, this particular website has come into existence and we have screenshots here. Yep. So we'll be seeing these things. So in some investigations or else in some bug bounty techniques, we'll be looking for some information which is more valuable for us. So in that particular situation, we could just go to the history of this particular web page and we can dig up some information from there. So what if they we increase the security every month? So you will be receiving some security patches to your phone or as a laptop. What happens in the website is they will be like updating the website because of the vulnerabilities or the security issues. So it might have chances that we are going to have the security issues as the same in the before things that Microsoft has. So this is the particular website view of the Microsoft in the year 1962, I guess. Okay, 1996. So this is how Microsoft looks, and this is the home page of Microsoft. So we have a logo here, Microsoft, and home button, and these are the things links of this particular Microsoft. Games, press, shareholders, small industries, Latin America. So these are this is the actual web page. So ignore this particular this is a header. So just ignore this. So just ignore this. Yeah, this is the actual web page of Microsoft. This is how it looks in the year of 1966. So I have a lot of information here saying that. So here I have this particular Internet Explorer, and I also can see that there is some Go symbol there, and even I have a lot of like yes, this is the old Microsoft logo where it doesn't has this particular option. See, this is the not logo of this particular year. So it has a complete name. So this kind of information can be grabbed. So presently there is no much valuable information that is not present here. So in some situations, when we do bug bounties or else website penetration testings or else VAPT analysis, we search these kind of things. And even in CTFs, like capture the flag, that way Google offers, Facebook offers, we can just use these things to grab the flag that may be hidden in the previous versions of the particular website even. So we need to be cautious about all the things. So we need to have a good knowledge where we can visit back to the particular year. It's like a time machine of websites in the technology available in internet. So this is a particular thing, and let's move on to the next topic. So this is a particular website, and this is the present website. You can see a lot of difference, right? So there is a lot of implementations, even like slideshows and etc. In the year of 1966, we didn't have the part of JavaScript. Like we only just had a part of having data where www was World Wide Web was available, but we didn't have Java applets, which couldn't give us a slideshow experiences. So after later we had got the access to the Java applets, which gave us the implementation of designing the concepts like this. So it's all based upon the web technologies mostly. So even web technologies have a major impact in cybersecurity field of EAPT analysis, like vulnerability testing and etc. things. So let's go with the next topic, social phishing. So what social phishing? So I would like to receive some answers from the participants. So as the previous session, Janam sir has been specifically explained about what a phishing website looks like. सो आपने जो भी देखा है कल यूआरएल का या फिर उसका फंक्शनैलिटी जो भी आपने देखा है तो उसका कुछ मीनिंगफुल रहता है ना लाइक आपको जो भी पता चला है तो उसका मीनिंग सोशल फिशिंग से लिंक करके बताइए आपको सोशल फिशिंग का वर्ड सुनकर क्या लगा है पहली बार तो व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय सोशल फिशिंग एनीवन हु कुड आंसर दैट इट विल बी ग्रेट इट विल बी appreciable.
I think any kind of a fraud that you do on any maybe part of any social, like maybe Facebook, Twitter, or any other social media wherever available, and where you see a common anomaly of getting into creating frauds for those social elements that we are available. Example, maybe Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and so on and so forth. So those kind of a phishing is what we'd be calling that as a fraud for those social elements that you may be having or using precisely.
Yeah, exactly, Santosh. That's great. That's great that you know a lot of that, and you are exactly right. So, any other person who would like to suggest any improvement for this answer? Yeah, I even see some messages in the chat box. Shushmita saying that hacking social media websites. Yeah, indirectly, the particular purpose is that. And next person he says that Facebook, Madhusudan. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so we'll be having this particular kind of interactiveness. So please be active in the chat box or else like unmute yourself and speak up when I am being asked for you response. So let's go with the implementation of social phishing. So what is phishing? Firstly, let's divide this word into two words. What is phishing? So we'll be cloning the website and we'll be like grabbing the person. So it's kind of phishing. So what we do in phishing is like we just keep a bait and we'll be throwing that into a sea, like a river or something where we fish. So the fish will be seeing that particular bait and will be getting to the getting attached to the hook. So in the same way here, we'll be throwing some bait in the form of a website where it will be having some offer like spin a wheel and you'll be getting a laptop for free. I hope you will be aware of these things, right? So these are some kind of basic things that that hacker like a script kiddie. So there are types of hackers even the white hat hackers, gray hat hackers, and black hat hackers. So these things can't be much brief about these, but if you really want to know, we have a course that that James sir has specified before. So we'll be driving each and every single topic in this particular course. You can just enroll into that. We'll be discussing about this particular course and advantage in the last part. So what happens in this year is the person who just uses the tools or else like uses a particular given scripts available on the internet is known as script kiddie. He doesn't have much knowledge about how its functionality is. So he just uses a particular tool and gets work done. But what is the use? He's not a hacker or else he's not a skillful person. तो जो भी है इंटरनेट से कॉपी करता है, इट्स जस्ट लाइक कंट्रोल वी कंट्रोल सी, दैट्स इट, कंट्रोल सी कंट्रोल वी, नथिंग मच देन दैट. सो हमें जो भी है सीखना पड़ेगा. तो व्हेन यू वांट टू क्रिएट, व्हेन यू वांट क्रिएट आउट ऑफ द बॉक्स, then you need to think about yourself, like think from your mind, think from your perspective, not from the particular author of that particular tool or contributors. So जो भी है आपका सोच से जाएगा तो बेटर इम्प्लीमेंट होगा, आपका स्किल्स भी इम्प्रूव होंगे, और जो भी है आपका कुछ अच्छी तरह से टेक्नोलॉजी को अंडरस्टैंड कर सकते हैं आप. सो इन दिस प्रोसेस we'll be having the phishing as a kind of basic thing that script kiddie performs on all the persons. It just uses it on a bulk purpose. So जो भी है आप एक like spin a wheel and you'll be getting a laptop. So these kind of phishings are like basic, and everyone knows that that won't be working even. They'll be asking you to share from the others, share to others, share to others. So you won't be getting any laptop in other, and you'll be seeing something related to like or share करिएगा, or else like download a particular app and verify whether you are a human. So these things are like a particular लालच हो रहेगी. तो वो क्या करेगा, like I'm going to get a laptop, what's going in with downloading a single application, so I won't get any threatening calls for me, right? So he will be just downloading the particular application to verify that he's a human. So what happens here is, the right moment when he installs this particular application into his phone, it is called as RAT. So you'll be having the control access, like total control access of your phone, even as a root access of your phone. So you could read the SMSs, or else you can see the access of gallery, camera, and everything. So this is other like danger that we have in nowadays. So people need to be aware of such emails and also of such particular features that make us vulnerable in the form of social engineering. So people use these particular techniques. Moreover, I could say that social engineering is the topmost dangerous attack vector that we have in present situations. So let's go with the practical part. I think it's a lot of theory. So social phishing. So we'll be just having a glance with that, how we'll be generating that. Okay, I'll just share my screen in 2 minutes. 1 second. Hope it's visible. Yeah, so this is a particular OS that we use for basic implementations of particular tools. So it's known as Kali software. So we'll be like explaining each and every tools that we have in this particular software in the course. So not to worry, we'll be having a different kind of approach here. So for a basic info understanding, you just need to, this session is to know about all the basic things to protect yourself from the hackers. So what we'll be doing is, okay, let me make it clear. So this is a particular option where we use a tool called as Fisher, which will be generating automatic phishing website for us. So let's just type in a particular thing. Yeah, I hope you can see this. I am able to create a particular websites where I can even create Facebook, Instagram. So if my target is going to use a particular thing called as Facebook. So, okay, now let's take some technical things. So let's see what would be more professional. So LinkedIn, yeah, we'll be going with the option of LinkedIn. So what happens here is, it will be generating a LinkedIn website for us, which will be similar to that thing, and we'll be having option here like localhost or ngrok.io. So ngrok.io is a hosting platform. So we'll be going with the second option, and we'll be getting a particular link over here, and I'll be just putting it in the chat box. You all can try it up. So what happens here is, we are generating a particular website. So I already got a website here. So I'll be just copying this and I'll just drop it here. You can just check it out. Copy selection. Yeah. So let's minimize this up. You can see that I'm using this particular website here. So it doesn't have S, which means that it doesn't have a SSL certificate. which says that this is belonging to a particular owner. So we can't say this particular things. So this is a particular website. It's not much we need to doubt it up. So it's just like, okay, it's not a particular suspectable thing. It's just like a normal website. So let's just get into it. I think it's a Google search one, so it won't work. I guess. Yeah, we'll be seeing this here. Okay, now let's open it. So even you guys can try it up. Okay, I think it's I'm not able to send you the thing. Okay, I'll make it available for you in 2 minutes. I'll just send it to my team. Okay, so what we are here is like we'll just use it here again. Okay, let's generate it again. So what happens here is the phishing website is going to be opened for us. Let's open here. It's still not working. We'll be taking some other URL here. Let's just Control C for exiting the program, and here we go. So this time let's take some other thing. Let's take same 14 engagement of Pinterest. Okay, 2. So we'll be getting a ngrok link where we'll be having the option of .ngrok.io. So we need to see that particular in the URL. I think we don't have it up here. So URL 1 should be generated. So let's just Control C, clear. So also one thing is important, that in a particular accessing of these things, we need Linux. Linux is the most important thing that we need to look after. So let's see with again Fisher, like Facebook. So you will be having some kind of different options over here, like customizable options, like traditional login, just a normal simple login, or else if you want messenger login, fake security login, advanced voting poll login. So these kind of things are like more customizable by us. If we don't put much effort into this and just we take up with login. So I'll go with 2.
Mic चालू झाला.
So in this way we could get this. Okay, let's go with localhost for now. There is some server issue, I guess, mostly. Yeah, 1. Yeah, I have received this particular link, so I would be able to access this. Yeah, so as you see that here, the particular phishing website is automatically generated for us. We didn't choose some kind of coding or else like designing the HTML page for us. So it almost created same to same page for us. See, even the footer section of this particular website is similar to the Facebook. I hope it's visible. Okay, let me make it full screen. Yeah. Is it visible? Can anyone confirm?
Yes.
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So as previously said, so here you can see the particular option of shield here, like protection for this particular thing. You can see the shield. Again, you can. Only thing is that it's all hosted on the local server. So I was not able to show you this particular thing. But actually, the link looks like similar to this, like facebook.ngrok.io. So this would be the exact link that would be generated if the server would work. So actually the server is facing some kind of issues with that. So this is the actual link that you will be getting. So it will be in the form of ngrok.io. So what people do is they use a shortness. They use a shortness to hide this particular thing. When you see ngrok.io, so it has some tunnels in it, which will be grabbing your initial credentials. See, once if I input here some data, so actually this would be more comfortable if the server works. Even you could access this particular website from your phones. So we'll be just typing for some credentials right now for you. So I'll just type yeah, one by HW A and H. So and some password is 1 2 3 4 5 6. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 and just log in. It doesn't even checks for is it a right password or not. It just shows me like the password isn't available, and redirects me to the page of Facebook. So you can see here, it's the original Facebook page where the people won't even get a doubt. I had opened a previous page. My previous page is a phishing page that wouldn't be recognized by a person. It's designed in such a way that there would be no trace of doubt that the user will be getting. So see, this is a particular web page that is original and which is not a phishing page. It's kind of original page. So what happened here is, let's see the terminal here. It already grabbed the particular information. See, you can grab the IP address of this particular information, like a particular person, and even the account password, account name, and the password is visibly here. Got it? So see, like it's kind of similar a thing like the previously sir has explained you as a IP logger, right? So previously sir has explained about IP logger. The similar works here. What only thing is that firstly you will be getting my link, which is a phishing page. But if you figure out here, then you won't be able to, like if you figure out it here only, then it's okay. It won't be a big issue. But once you enter this like credentials 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, so now I'm different like adding some 7 here. So what happens here is like, see, it doesn't even check that is it an email or else it is a particular thing. It just redirects me to the same page of login of Facebook. See. So see, it's sent to me like I sent the same link of original Facebook. So even if you figure it out here, okay, let's see what is a website here. Then if you see here, it's original website. You can't even say that I had entered my password in some phishing page. You don't even remember that. So these are some kind of technology, like some techniques that a hacker uses just to ambush you into his particular trap. So I just even got the particular changes even here. See, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, even with his IP address. So even I got the victim's IP address here. So actually, it's particularly presently not available for on the hosting sites. So we just had to go with the local host. So in this way, the phishing works. So you can just try it up. The tool name is Zfisher. I just make sure that you will be using that particular things by end of the session. And in this way, you can just start up the server, and it will be hosting upon PHP servers and ngrok server for the hosting purpose. And you will be getting the link generated. Actually, you'll be getting a link here URL one. So I think there is a particular issue with the ngrok. So let's move on to the next particular thing. So in this way, we do have already like a lot of tools in this way. So we'll be discussing about these also. So this is a particular concept of social phishing where we learned about social phishing. So is there any doubt that you need to have like get cleared about?
Suppose when a victim is kept to a phase, how we can be take over his account?
One second, yeah. I just couldn't get you. Could you please repeat it once again? Yeah, I'm on.
Suppose when a victim is kept an ID and password, it seems, in the
Yeah.
phishing page. Suppose he
Yeah.
protected by the 2FA.
Yeah.
How we can be secure his account?
Yeah. Okay, got the point. So you would like to say that so if even though the hacker gets your credentials, it's hard to bypass the like two-factor authentication that you have enabled, right? So you think that two-factor authentication can stop a hacker? So nowadays the technology has developed in such a way that even two-factor authentications are being bypassed. So how do you want to know that? So that comes in a
Yeah,
different
yeah.
concept of
Maybe bypassable. Yeah, I know that bypass. But some cases we not able to bypass it seems.
yeah. I'll say the optimal solution for this.
Like you take in the Facebook it seems. In Facebook we cannot able to bypass the 2FA. Some cases maybe. In more 90% we cannot bypass it seems.
Yeah, let me say you that firstly, people like people who are like basic and start like beginners in the particular thing start to brute force a particular OTP or else OTP or else thing. So that won't work in the Facebook, where it will be stopping the particular requests. So it will be limiting the requests up to only like few five tries or 3 tries. So the particular limit will be there. So you can't bypass like brute force a particular OTP. There's a different technique that hacker uses, which is known as social engineering. As I previously specified, it will be a great highest like on the top level where it comes to dangers. So what happens here is, I'll just make a call to the person. I'll just say that, sir, it's an urgent that your son is like, if it's a particular parent of a particular son, I'll just dig up the some details about the particular person, and I'll just call him from his phone number, like from his son's phone number. We do have an option of spoofing the phone numbers, right? Hope you are aware with the concept of spoofing the phone number. So I'll just call to the person, and in the form of the phone number of this particular son, I'll just call him from his phone, son's phone number, and I'll just say that, sorry to intimate you, sir, but your son has met with an accident. So we really required some transaction here. So his phone is completely dead. So he's in like, I'll mention that he is in particular situation that he can't even see his phone. So he said that he's going to call you, but it's too late. So we need to pay the fees for the operation. So we need some money. So he specifies this thing. And what happens here is, in the panic stage of this particular person who is this what we can say parent. So parents are really totally like thinks about children's all the time. So what happens here is, he won't even think for the second time. He just says that, okay, just OTP. Do you want any extra money that I need to send for your account? He'll be asking in this way. So what happens here is, all the OTP along with some extra amount. So he will be saying that, I don't think this particular account has enough balance. So can you please send extra money? So he'll be asking for 40,000. So he'll be giving his bank account. And what parents will be doing is, they'll just transact them. They won't think for the second time. So here the social engineering happens in such a way. Here there is no person admitted in the hospital, or neither the person has any injury to his head. So only thing happen here is, I spoof the particular person's call. So it will be visible that his son is calling from his son is calling him. So it will be in that way. Got it? So this is the exact process that people follow, other than brute forcing or finding out the particular OTP or something. It's most easy and complicated one, as well as dangerous one. Hope that's clear. Any else doubts that we could take up based on social phishing? So this is all about two-factor authentication, how they bypass this particular thing. So please be aware of concept, like बोलते हैं ना कि like आंखों को भी like don't believe your eyes even, neither believe your eyes. And we also say that, we also have a saying that, don't believe until and unless you see that. So those two work here, but we need to make sure that our eyes are really wide open and we see that precisely, so that we could figure out what is wrong in it. Got it? Hope it's sign anything. Is clear? Guys, I need some response from you guys. So it's like only myself speaking to myself.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Any other doubts that we could take up?
No, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Then let's go with the next topic. Yeah, live hacking. So, okay, let's go take this to the last session, last time. So, how to use social media features to grab live information. So how to use this? So let's take some example here. So I would like to see the people who are using Snapchat these days. How many Snapchat users do we have in this meeting? Please raise your hand. I just need to want to see, like, see. I'll just have a small thing to discuss with you. Fast, guys. It should be like quick. Yeah, I see the count raising. Once it reaches 20, I'll just explain things. Yeah, waiting for you guys. Be active. I need your response right now. Okay, as the count is increasing, we'll just go with the thing. So what happens here is in the Snapchat, mostly people snap everything and every single thing that they do. Even what if they drink a coffee, even what if they eat a cake of eat a piece of cake, or else anything. Even they are traveling, everything is happening over Snapchat. So let's see what really is Snapchat doing. So just search for Snapchat map in your particular Google, and just you can go. Okay, 1 second, 1 second. Yeah, not there. So yeah, this is yeah. So what happens here is Snapchat map. The exact thing that we could see here is, yeah, it's kind of same, like similar to the world map. There's no difference. What are you showing us? What are you trying to explain us? So we'll be having some these doubts. So what happens here is you can see some kind of circles over here, and even the temperature kind of thing here, which is having a red color. So this red color refers that there are more number of Snapchat users in this particular area. So let's go to, okay, let's go to India. So India is having less, okay, compared to, yeah, Saudi Arabia. So India is having less users. Okay, let's go to Saudi Arabia. So this particular region has the highest users of Snapchat. So what we'll be doing is we'll be just going to this particular thing here that we see here. So I'll just click out here. So see, like you can see, okay, let's do this. So you can see that this particular person is going on the rate of like 107. Like that's the speed of him. And this is a place where King's South University. So today there is like a person visited here who took a cappuccino here, and even you can see that okay, they are breaking vaccinations. So all around the world, you can keep a tap on everybody and everything that you see. So this particular person is like coding, and this particular person is like traveling. So there might be some information. See, in between this particular video, I can see the number plate of this particular vehicle. See, here the number plate is. So this particular number plate of this particular car is at this particular station. So this is the name of the station. So in this way, everything is possible over Snapchat. I could even sit at my home and monitor all over the country what's happening over the country. So even if it's a like let's go to India. Let's see what's happening in India. So we have a lot of users in Chandigarh. Yeah, let's go here. See what's happening here. So here what happens is like, see, okay, some kind of stuff. Okay, there is some kind of like this. Let's refresh. So in this way, what happens here is all the Snapchat users snap everything and anything that is around them. So what happens? What is advantage for this? So there is no advantage for you guys. I think there will be some kind of increase in the snap streaks, etc. things. But ultimately, you are going to be in loss. Hackers will be monitoring you all over any place. So you will be like targeted, or else like it's like if you see if a particular incident has happened in this particular Chandigarh. So I'll just click on here and I'll see that what has happening here. So this particular place where people are moving on and at the time of this particular time. So every single detail of this particular image uses a lot of information. So please be cautious when you post anything over internet. Everything is visible and monitored by someone or the other. बोलते हैं ना कि देखने वाला कोई होता है. So there will be none other than other persons. It is all over internet. Internet will be keeping a tab on you all the time, even if you off your data or like just put your phone aside. So it will be like completely different concept. You need to be cautious about everything that you do. So these are some kind of features that Snapchat use. So you can just have everything and anything that you like to know all over the world. And there's one more feature. If you are both are friends, if suppose that if a hacker and you are friends in Snapchat, he could even see your exact location in the maps. So once you left swipe the particular screen, you can see the all the people standing over there with their bit emojis. You can see their exact location of that particular home or where they live there. So these are some kind of open source information that we can grab from the internet. So this is one of the technique that I have been explaining you. So how is that? What about the Snapchat users that I have seen right now? What is your feeling about this? I'm just not demotivating you to just stop using the Snapchat. It would be more comfortable that if you use more Snapchat, we could get a lot of investigation than on this particular platform. So what is your opinion, guys, after seeing this particular feature in Snapchat? How would you like to use it? Any response from you? You can just speak up or else just drop a text in the chat box.
I think the caution to everyone is whatever you do and whatever has been done on social media, it has to be a very cautious step that has to be taken, making sure that you don't leak any information which is going to help the hacker to make things easy for them.
Yeah, that's right, exactly, Santosh. So you do have an option of ghost mode. So don't worry about that. My location is okay. Now location is being exposed to the person. I'll be in great trouble. No, you have multiple options that will be keeping you safe. Only the thing is to explore internet, to explore all over the features that you use. So Snapchat has an option of ghost mode where it hides your location and just disable the permission of GPS if you want more precautions. So I suggest mostly go with the permissions or else frequently check your app permissions that a particular app is consuming, like even if it's accessing your camera, if it's unwanted app. So see, like it's reasonable that if a food ordering app is going to get access to your camera, what does a camera what does a food app require a camera for? Just think for a reason. Think for a second. It's like stupidity that we are going to allow a food app to get access to our camera, right? It doesn't even require the camera for ordering a food, right? So these ways are like some kind of reason that we need to come with ourselves and check upon. So these are some kind of things that we need to focus upon. And let's go back to the PPT again. There's something kind of coming up. Okay, so we have done with all the 4 topics right now. I think that's you guys are like kind of exhausted by now. So let's take some break. Okay, let's take some 5 minutes of break, or else like okay, it's 11:07 now. So let's get back again at 11:15. Okay, just take a 5 minutes break, or else just sit in the seat. Like just get back to your again. So let's take some break. Is it okay, ma'am? Hello, Tejas, ma'am?
Yeah, so it's fine.
Yeah, okay. Until then, if you have any doubts, like anything regarding to the topics, you can just drop it in the text. I'll just get back to you again. Yeah, hi guys. I hope you are with me again.
Yeah.
I see like
Yes.
people are leaving the meet, so please stay in the meet. There is kind of more interesting things like practically that we do in the last. So you are like just like a gist of this particular topic. It's totally upon Instagram. So it's like kind of grabbing total information from Instagram regarding a person, phone numbers, email ID, and a lot of stuff. I don't want to disturb your interest on that. Like they will just go with the flow. At the last, you will be seeing what we are going to learn about Instagram. Okay, let's go with the flow for now. So as we have, okay, before that, is there any doubts again? I'm not actually able to see the chart completely, so please unmute yourself and just ask the things if you want. If there's nothing, you can just okay, people who are like raise your hands. If you have any doubts, please respond. Or if you can like just lower your hand. Okay, people who have doubts, please raise your hand in between so that I could see people who are like who are having doubts or something. So I just couldn't get complete access to the chat box. So okay, then let's start back to the session again. Yeah, so all these concepts were covered: Wayback Machine, social phishing, live hacking, how to use a social media feature to grab live information. So presently, now we have social media hacking and social media crimes investigations. So as I mentioned that we'll be discussing about the preventions here. So preventions of this particular Facebook hacking, Instagram hacking will be discussed here. But the actual concept of implementing that in practical will be discussed in the last session, last period. Okay. So here, Facebook. So previously mentioned as it's we have like what we'll be calling phishing websites, right? So phishing websites that would hack Facebook's like that would be indirectly coming to hack Facebook. If you are having two-factor authentication, it's kind of okay. It's up to a level of secureness. But do you think it really keeps you safe from people? जो भी आप OTP लगा रहे हैं तो safe हो क्या? So, like, see, for instance of level, you are okay with that. You can say that okay, two-factor authentication can provide you a limited security. So the word limited means it's hackable, and it's kind of hard to listen this particular word, but even two-factor authentication is vulnerable these days. So what happens here? So we had an alternative for that. So we had authentication keys. What happens is authentication keys. Okay, one second, not authentication keys. They are like factor keys. Okay, let's just click Amazon. Yep, these are the keys. So what do you see in this? What is the specialty of this? So you can see that they are like they have a lot of price. But what is the purpose of this particular pen drive? Why it is cost of that 6,000? So what here happens is when people use a particular pattern. So if I see in a Facebook, people use their names, pet names, or else some kind of information like related to themselves, not related to others, or else like not any some other thing. So what we have to do is firstly we need to avoid phishing websites. So the phishing websites that you need to take care is seeing the lock option, which will be having the SSL certificate, and also you'll be having kind of a secure connection. So we can't believe that it's so see if you click on here, you'll be having the exact certificate here. I think it's visible. It's issued by Google and it's authorized. So this is particular way that one will be checking that. And other thing is like even a particular hacker could generate a SSL certificate from his own laptop. That could be discussed in the course even. So SSL certificates can be even generated by us by some hosting the website from our terminal. in the particular operating systems. So it's not a big deal to generate SSL certificate for a website. Even nowadays, that is becoming a common thing. So we even can't say that this particular giving a lock will be saying that it's a particular secure one. No, if it's even secure, the link that is available here, it may be insecure. Like maybe like having some kind of what are we calling that vulnerabilities, which will be exploiting your particular system. So in this way, everything happens. So to prevent this, you just need to pay attention to these particular thing, docs.google.com. So google.com is the domain, docs is a subdomain, and .com is the extension, like which what is a like lastly we have .domain, .com, .ml, .xyz. So recently XYZs are most familiar for the phishing websites, so please be aware of that. And webhost.00. So all these kind of things. So you need to pay attention to all these things. See, these kind of things. Mostly you need to have everything related to the domain. Domain is correct or not. You may be having here as like 00. We can't say no. See, if I keep 00, it same looks like Google. Who cares about why it's big or like why it's small? It's just we read it as Google, right? So it may be in such things. So we need to pay much attention to when we access a particular website. So these things are the basic things that you can manage. That will be helping you to manage things. Coming to the next is email investigations. Okay, now I just forgot Instagram. So what happens in Instagram is, so especially in this particular pandemic issue, I think there are a lot of Instagram hackings. So you have an option where yeah, apart from Facebook, in Instagram you have feature where you can see the emails of Instagram. So you have a section there where it recognizes, like it verifies and gives you the exact data, like what will you directly contact with Instagram. So it says that okay, these are the mails that I have sent you, so it will be authorizing them. So in the section of email, you will be having that particular option where you can see the email option there. Once you click on the email, it will be showing sent emails from Instagram. This particular mails are sent from Instagram to you. So apart from these, we didn't send any particular websites. मैंने कुछ भी नहीं आपको send किया है. So it will be like saying that okay, I never sent you an email apart from these mails. So it will be showing you the list of emails. So you can just compare with the mail that you receive in your particular account with that particular data. So with that, you can say that whether it's phishing or not. Okay. So just when you want to like access like the for some important emails that Instagram sends you, just go to the section of emails and you'll just find the email option there. So there you can find the okay. Let me see whether there is an option, like there is an image or not. Instagram email options. Okay, it's kind of editing. Okay, I think there are like just kind of not latest ones. So you can just check it up in your phones. You can just yeah, okay, here it is. Yeah, here it is. So email from Instagram. This is a page. See, okay, I don't have things to clear up or soon. Okay, and so it's done like this. Okay, let's have this here. Okay, sure. This one, and okay, let's view this in another tab. Open image in new tab. Just close this. Okay. So you can see here is that new login that I have detected from this particular thing, and I have sent you the mail to this particular only this particular account. So in this way you can check this particular option whether email has been sent from Instagram or it's a phishing mail. Okay, that's more there's no much manpower that we need to put. So only just go to the email section, emails from Instagram session, and you can see these things here. Try this if you are like having suspicious of getting emails of phishing. That's one thing. These are kind of a few tricks that you can use implement in the social media accounts to protect yourself. I couldn't like cover much of the topics to be specific, so we are like construct like limited to a bound of time. So we need to take up doubts also. So we need to plan accordingly. So we'll be discussing all the things in briefly if you want, but presently it's not available for us, and wait, the time is not available for us. So we can make it upon in our courses if you enroll into that. And coming to the part of email investigation. So what is email investigation? So receiving mails, like are we kind of officers that we could have a hat on our head and like just some cool goggles? So no, that's not kind of investigation that we do here. So the investigation that we do is like understanding a particular mail that we receive. So let me show you a live demonstration of how the mails are like investigated. So once you get into the mail, so you can see here that I have a mail from Wish. Wish is a particular website that offers online, like it's kind of e-commerce website. So there's a great deal on external hard drives. Shop now. So it knows that I like look for storage mostly. So what it does is it gives me kind of promotional emails. So to verify whether this is a valid email or not. So the basic things. A person without technical background needs to see only this particular thing. See, when it is offers at the rate, don't bother about this. They keep changing. That's not an issue. We need to be most cautious about this thing. Wish.com. Let me zoom in. So here you see wish.com. So this is a particular thing that you need to put all your attention towards. Wish.com. So what is this wish.com? Just like take this thing, and as mentioned, so see, like I'll be showing the implementation of all the tools that Sir mentioned yesterday, so that there would be a link between yesterday's session and today's session, and you can understand things how they will really link in the real world. So taking that link, virus total, as yesterday discussed, virus total, we'll be having the first link. So I'll be just going to the URL. Let's go to search. Here I will just type the domain here and enter. So once I enter that, I'll be getting a detailed information. See, 7 detection file communication with this domain. So there are 7 domains that I have. So this is mostly used for even for bug bounties, like for subdomain and enumerations. So presently this particular website is legitimate and it has 0 Trojan engines in it, and it's clean, and it's like certified by Bitdefender, like Kaspersky, IPSum. So these are some kind of antivirus that detect the particular threat is there in this particular website or not. So this particular domain is safe, and we can see these things here. So these are the things that we know here. Yeah, just give me a second.
Sir, you are on mute.
Yeah, so there was some kind of issue with my mouse. So I was just testing up on that. Okay, yeah, guys. So we are back again. So one website with multiple features. So see, rank popularity, the majestic like Cisco umbrella will be giving you the investigation time and these particular things of certificate. So as I said that previously we are having SSL certificates, which will be denoting as S in the HTTPS. So these are the serial numbers that you can verify, thumbprint, signature of algorithm, and also the encryption details that we are going to have. This is a public key for and public algorithm RS. RS is a most like efficient one as per my knowledge. RSA is the best algorithm to encrypt things. So this is an RSA algorithm encrypted data, and here you can find the admin country as US. So it's a who is lookup. So it's kind of DNS reconnaissance that we do. So all the things are here in kind of same website. So multiple things are done in a similar website. So even a Google search is done here. So what is the first search if we do a Google search here? So relevance topics will be here. And in this way, everything is available here. Only thing that you need to do is copy and paste. That's what you need to do. So I just took this email from here and just mailed it, just search it here, and I just got every single detail of this particular domain. And related to domains are as like yeah, these are the subdomains. So these are most available, like most important for us in bug bounty related things. So you need to like be precautious about testing each and every website here. So even if a single website here has a kind of vulnerability, you can even get a cash prize or like in form of a bounty. It's provided in the form of bounty. You can't even expect, we can't be sure that you will be expecting some money in return, or else some swags, or else some appreciation certificate, or else Hall of Fame. So we'll be discussing about that in the further slides. So for now, we'll be focusing upon the event investigations. So we'll be focusing upon wish.com, which is a domain name of this particular email. So in this way, we will be having all the emails, and we'll be having similarly like wish.com, and we'll be having google.com, like googlesupport.com. So you need to verify them. Even if you're sure that it's a particular company, yes, but even some situations may be having like spoofing of particular domain. Spoofing of emails is also available. So we should never be like, if you should never let our guard down. So it should always be precautious about such things. Come here and just search here, and you'll be just finding upon the things here. So it's kind of clearly giving you the files referring. So these are much like relative technical things. We only need that whether it's 0 or 1. We just need this. If it's a green, okay, good to go. If it's red, don't visit that. It's a harmful website. So in this way, we are having multiple websites. These websites are like certified, like direct website we have from McAfee, and also from Quick Heal, and many other websites. We'll discuss that in some separate session. So these are the things that we could do when a particular website is suspicious or not. So coming to the next part here, now it remains to the particular person. If you deeply want to dive into this particular concept of investigations of email and want to track down the person, then you can just go here and see as the show original image. Once you click on the show original, you will be directed to this particular page. Okay. So here you can see that this is a message ID, subject, and this is the mail that is mine, and this is the mail that I received from. So just it's saying that SK, okay, pass, okay, it's having a DMRSC, this pass. So okay, we just don't need everything here. We'll be just going to down, totally down. So we'll be just coming from the down option. So what happens here is you can understand the things easily. So seeing this particular website, seeing this particular thing, you can say that there is all the components that are here. So how are these done? So it's all the HTML code that is here. So yeah, so you can see that HTML code. So this is a closed tab of HTML. So from here we have tables, we have href links. If you are good at mostly web development, you'll be having good idea what are these tags and like what are these content about. It's containing stylings and reference links, href links, and also kind of components, division tags, extra things. So these are unnecessary things for us. We don't muchly care about these things. So once we pass out the HTML tag, we'll be having some data that we are looking for. So let's go up side. Okay. So once we are here, yeah, I think we are done here. Yeah, up to here. Yeah, here the HTML is closing. So once the HTML is closed, the main content starts here. So see, here you will be having the content transfer encoding bit data, 8 bits encoding, and you'll be having the content type. It's having text and HTML. It's combination of text and HTML. So it's mentioned here. So message ID. What are the emails? Two types of email. There are two Xmails, and Xmail IP address. What is the IP address of this particular mail that I have I got the message from? So this is the mail. So this is the entity address of the particular company, and this is the list of unsubscribers. Okay, the list won't be available for us, and this is the X email ID of this particular company, and this is sender, the subject is for us. So we got the IP address here. So what we can do when the IP address is when we grab the IP address, what is the first thing that we need to do? Can anyone just take initiative and just unmute yourself and say that what we should do when we get a particular IP address? Hello guys.
Use IP logger.
So okay, that's a point. Any other options? See guys, it's like around plus 79 people. I guess it's like 85 people who are in the meet. I just need 5 responses at least. So just like people who are able to unmute yourselves, just unmute yourself and just speak out whatever is in your mind. We don't judge people by their answers. Here we are here to learn. That's it. Yeah, yes, you can speak out.
We can find location.
Yeah, that's exactly fine. Any other people who want to explore their who want to express these things? What we can do here? We have this particular option of IP address. So what we need to do now? I have IP address in my hand. So as an investigators, all are becoming. I'll see after this soon after this session, you are also beginning. Yeah, please continue. Just someone was speaking. Just unmute yourself once again.
Identification.
Yeah, identification. We do identification also with the particular IP address. So soon after this session, you all will be having the exact knowledge of like investigator of cybercrime, or like how to investigate email. So you are all called as investigators. So be proud that you are going to learn something which is most useful for you in IT field. Okay. Even some IT workers even don't much bother about this particular option of seeing original emails. So now you are being educated about it. Yeah, guys, someone was speaking. Yeah, cool then. These things that we have got responses from are exactly right. So we are going to just test upon this particular IP. So where it is and where it is belongs, where does it come from? So same website again, and we'll be going to the here same search box, just copy paste. And here we go with the IP address, and we see that okay, one security vendor flagged this IP address as malicious. So there is a one particular software that flagged this particular IP address as malicious. So let's see which is a certificate. Okay, so in this particular thing, we say that this is particular malicious. So why it is malicious? So we have a lot of people. We'll be searching for some API companies like Quick Heal. Yeah, Quick Heal says that it's clean. There's no malware in it. Some say that okay, this is okay, let's go for Kaspersky. Okay, Dr. Web. This is also the reputed company. So it also says that it's clean. Cybercrime says that clean. CMS threats intelligence say it's clean. So these are all saying that it's clean. So why is it saying that it's malicious head from CRDF? So see, like I don't see any particular things. I think some person have given it as wrong thing. So you can just, if you like have one here, you just need to get deep into dive it. So once if it's malicious, why it's malicious? Where we have a reputed company saying it as clean, why a normal company is saying that it's malicious? We need to dig into that. Okay. So here you can see that data resolved, vice total, domain, and you can just see if there is any particular one resolution. Okay, I just need to like log in for that. That's not required. Let's see details. Autonomous system and the whole lookup CIDR is okay. Available early registrations access. So these are some things that you can browse for. Once you see this, okay, the clear address is given here. The address is San Francisco. 94 that's okay. So these are exact things that we got from the particular registrations of this particular website. So that's I don't think that a person will be giving his exact data if it's a malicious thing. So we already gave that things for us. So it's not a big deal for us to be precautious about this. So in few cases you'll be having CR as a say may differ from commercial of the shelf product. The company decides the particular settings with the engine should run in bias total. So I hope you are clear with that. So it's like its own prediction. So each company tests its own parameters. So it gives some different parameters. So if it's a more so see if I'm going to a particular school without a tie, so I visited a school without a tie on a Monday. So what do I get? So I'll be punished for saying that okay, you didn't put a tie on your uniform, so you'll be punished for that. So but what happens in other schools is we don't even have a tie. So how would you keep a tie for a tie and just go to the school? So even when it is not when we don't need a tie, so there is no need of security like checking for the tie there, right? I hope you understand the scenario. You have two schools, one accepts the tie and one doesn't accept the tie. So here happens all the things that it differs with our live scenarios. Just connect it with our live scenarios. Understanding cybersecurity is much easy when you link up with your present scenarios. So that's what thing here. The parameters that are passed here are more high rather than other these particular things. So you need to be much conscious. If this particular website doesn't work, just go for other one. There's no issues. IP, yep. Something is. Oh, okay, just do that. We are running short of time. It's up to you that you can do that. I think you are much familiar with the whois domain. So just perform that and you'll get that things done. So after that, we'll be just seeing this original website. So this happens if you are a technical person. What if you are not having a knowledge of IP address? What if you don't having an idea about SMTP protocol? What is the thing that you need to do? So just copy everything here from here. Each and everything from here, just scroll down, copy everything, just Control C, and we have a website from government saying that cyberforensics.in.in. So just register here, like you'll be having a register option here, just register for that, and you'll be having option here email tracer. I'll just make sure that these links will be sent to you by end of the session. So in this way, you will be just clicking the email tracer here, and whatever you have copied there will be placed over here. Once you place that, you will start the tracking. So okay, I think I'm logged out. Yep. So login again back. So it's paste, start tracking. So people who have like I don't have the like strength to go through each and everything जो भी आप सोचते हैं वैसा उनके लिए स्पेशली ये वेबसाइट है जो अभी साइबर फॉरेंसिक्स है .in cyberforensics.in. This is a particular website authorized from government, so you can just trust this particular website. So you can just come here and just paste the whole thing that we copied from the original website and just paste it here. So once you paste it here, you'll have a lot of things to get here. So it's a bit loading. So we'll be giving it a time. So these are the email investigations that we do presently. So getting that IP address and checking for the domain is all the things that you need to do. See, checking for the domain. See, if you get here, this is your mail ID, and you got the address of IP address from this particular thing. See, this is the particular IP address from where you have received the mail. So we have a lot of options. Not only this, see, as it has analyzed the thing, and it will be is giving you the thing. So we had to search each and every line there. But here, once you paste it, the email appears to be originated from the computer with IP address. It's mentioning the IP address. See, we had went through like top to bottom, like bottom to top, to get this email address. So it gives you automated link to analyze the email address even. So in this way, you can just have good communication with this particular website even. So in this way, the email is being tracked, and you can just go to the other features also. So offer at the rate wish, it has sent you the mail, and between that mail, a automated process is done where it sends a lot of like to a bulk persons, right? So it can't send each and every person mentioning their email. So it sends in an automated way. So there is a server, and that comes from server, and this goes to the particular date. This is the date and exact time that you have received or else like got the mail. In this way, you get the flowchart of this particular email address. So investigation becomes much easier rather than going to each and every line. So this is easier than going to each and every line, right? Hope it's clear for you. This name that's for haberforensics.in. So just explore this website, just log in and just try out the email tracer. So it's done, right? So we are done with the email processes also. Let's go to the next thing. Okay, we are done here. And coming to the next is prevention of, okay, we are done with this. So POC of recent bugs. Okay, we'll be discussing about that in 2 minutes. Okay, let's discuss it at 12. So between these times, I want to like show you some interesting features, like taking down a particular website, or like taking down a particular like pinning down a particular location and house of a particular company of the owner. So let's search for some particular things. I'll just close these things. So these are some kind of advanced features in Google. So this is a particular thing that will be giving us the password texts. So if you, okay, 1 second, okay, I think I need to, let's take from 18. Yeah. So what happens here is, once understand this particular thing, it's much easier than that you see. So here, all in text. This is another tracking technique that I used. All in text password. I'm checking, like even a single line consists of password. It will be filtered here, and the file type is logs. So when you log in, the log is registered into the server of Facebook. So in that way, logs. File type is log. After like 2018, I gave the parameters 2018. So after that, we'll be having some kind of payments here. So you can see that username. This is a username and this is the password, right? Here only you can see the password. So let's shall we go into that? Anyone who could respond? Should we see whether there are some passwords in this particular option?
Yeah.
Okay. So let me warn you before. So this particular demonstration is not like intentionally done. It's just for your particular awareness of how things are done and how you can use the internet more effectively. So once you click on this, it's a particular santiclinic.ru. It's Russian. So these are the orders. See, it's complete database. It's a complete database of a particular clinic. So it's the order number. So it's like of e-commerce website. People who are familiar with coding or like development can see that it's an array. So in an array, all these things are stored. So order ID, order number is this, and amount that is paid is a, like, see, you can have the like amount that is paid to this particular thing. And how are the results stored? It's in the it's in on the link of this particular thing, pay results. It written this particular result. All the things that you have here are related to the database. See even email test@mail.ru. Phone number is also available. Cart items, your cart items also available. Position, payment object. So each and everything is available here. Only thing is that we had given a special kind of what we're calling as special kind of parameters to see these things. It's a kind of response that we get from a browser. So username is state clinic API and Santi clinic. I don't think that would be working for us. So these are kind of database that we can get. If you use it correct properly, you will be even getting some kind of interesting stuff that you can report to the particular company to get a bounty. These are some kind of stuff that you can explore in exploit database. So this is one of the thing, and the other thing is that yeah, this would be more interesting than this. So file type XLS, in URL email.xls. Company stores mostly emails of the employees in the form of XLS, which is known as Excel mostly. So you can see that this particular company has an email ID sheet. So once you open this, you are getting the, okay, I'll just open that. So for exploration, we just open this. Even Jeevan Sathi has a resources email here. Agriculture, so we can't see everything. So one, if you see these things, it's like it would be considered as a crime even. So it's not it's not preferable that you open these kind of websites. It's just kind of a thing that you need to learn how things are done. But you need to be the ethical ones who will be acting as ethical hacker or else ethical person who will be helping the organizations, not get into the organizations. So let me show you the Excel now. So this is the Excel that we have extracted from this particular website. It's UP cooperative federations like district name Gonda and Balrampur, email ID, the particular email ID of that particular Balrampur district, regional office where Agra, and email ID. What's the email ID? dsmain.upsrc. So these are kind of things. Method of translation, potential security. Okay. So these kind of things are that we need to learn. That everything is exploitable and everything is available on the internet. There is nothing that's available which isn't available on the internet. All the thing that takes is you just need to search, put your efforts on it. That's it. So let's get back to it again. So here these are some techniques that hackers use mostly to invade the files over internet. And coming to the next topics are, yeah, now there are some kind of basic searches like web archive, business.
Ravan, just one question. How about the GDPR things that we have been talking about of late? And we are supposed to not share any of those critical information that we request. In spite of that, if the companies are sharing the files in such way, then aren't we violating the GDPR norms?
Yeah, let me make sure that one thing that, see, when you these things are not concentrated by the company. In some cases, people think that it's an vulnerability of the particular website. So they take these particular things and give it to a bug, write it as a bug bounty report. So POC, they'll be doing the POC and they'll be writing the report and will be mailing them. So what happens here is they'll be just ignoring these things. They don't even care about these things. So a few companies stay in such a way that even though the data is leaked, they can't make use of it. So it's a waste of time that even if you download that, it's nothing use for you, even if you download that. So even if you see here, you can just see the mails of that, but you can't see the things of how it's used. So there are different types of techniques that they use, but people of the organization are not aware that this may lead to a serious threat. So they are not having the awareness of that particular thing. So they just ignore those things. So what if we see, let's ignore this, let's take a simple thing. So let's take a company of Marvel. This is a Marvel company, a website. So you can see its logo here, like one second. So once it's done, you can see a logo here, right? Marvel logo. I'm able to find this logo even in Google search. See, like if I do like Google search like Marvel logo, what happens here is you get a Marvel logo, right? So even if I'm Googling it, I'm getting a Marvel logo. Even if in a particular organization, I am getting a Marvel logo. So it's not in a big issue that I'm accessing it illegally. We are just seeing what is in the Google. We are not violating the things, but it makes sense for you to you that we should not use it in bad way. Got it? So things are available all over internet. We can't make sure that everything should be secured or else everything should be closed and kept secret. We can't make everyone do that. Even if you are intelligent enough to do that, other person may not be having the intelligence to cover up all these things. So few situations like happens is that it's available even on the internet. See, the logo is available all over internet. You can just take that and spoof that, but they don't even care because Marvel is a brand that they won't believe, that anyone won't believe if you create any clone page either. So they won't believe that it is a particular Marvel page. Marvel has its own reputation for itself. So they don't care about the clone pages or whatever things that the people create. Got it?
Yeah. So you want to say even even if I do a bit of plagiarism, even plagiarism will come as part of unethical way of working or hacking?
Yeah. Yeah, that would lead you to yeah, can you just give me some example for that? What is the plagiarism that you want to check for? So we
Now,
do have
example,
plagiarisms for, yeah,
let's
please
say in my
continue.
presentation, if I use the Microsoft logos or some of the other logos like Amazon logo and all those things, and I use it explicitly without even looking up at the copyrights that has been put up against those specific logos. I put up
Yeah,
in my presentation, I show it to my let's say to my college friends and all so on and so forth. But eventually, it come
yeah,
to know that there is a copyright associated to it, and let's say somehow either plagiarism tool doesn't get catch, or even if it gets caught, I ignore it. So the plagiarism, what was supposed to happen to catch saying it's a copyright image and you're not supposed to use it, it will be considered as an hacking. So because worldwide, there's people may be using up that as those specific logos or the specific content of the code as well, right? Like example, copy paste kind of a thing.
yeah. Let me brief you that. In the terms of a business perspective, it's considered as a crime, and it's also there's a particular name for this, which is known as particular what are we calling that? Yeah, nominal partners. So and nominal partners and the other part there is kind of different terminology for this partner kind of thing. So these partners, like this person, what he does is even he know that he's not part of that organization. He's not a particular part of this organization, but even though he uses this particular name of this particular company in his resume or else in his particular works that he do, but this particular thing that he do comes under violating the law, as because we do have some laws related to the business and copyrights. So why do we use copyright even if there is a person like if there is kind of a case like this using the particular website again another place, it's kind of violating the law of copyrights. So it's not tolerated by other company. So if it's severe and this it's leading to misconception of the customers of this particular website, then they will be taking severe action like taking down the website or else charging the penalty over the person. So we do have our laws related to that, but as we are restricted to the cyber laws and everything, so you can just ask me about cyber laws, etc. things. We do have laws that will be charging and giving the penalty to the person who will be explicitly like posting these things based upon the logos things. So but getting this thing freely and downloading it up and is not a crime. You can just download it up in your and you can just put it into your wallpaper. You can just use it as you wish, but distributing that and defaming the particular company will be causing you the trouble. Got it?
Yeah.
Yep. So these are the things that I would like to mention. And now it's time for some some more interesting stuff. Like, see, the system totally is interesting, but we'll be going with some other stuff. Like, did you ever like think about hijacking a plane? What do you use? Hijacking a plane. What do you think? How a plane is hijacked? How aeroplanes are hijacked? Any idea about that? Even who could give some who could throw some light on that? Did you ever see things getting weird? Like I think most of you are heard about like some cases of like flight getting hijacked by terrorists, terrorist people or tenants for demanding some ransomware of some Israel players. So these kind of things happens, right?
Is the
So
ATC
today,
compromised?
yeah, I don't understand. Didn't get you. Can you repeat it once again?
Is the ATC compromised for that?
We could say that not particularly, but it's given for us as what I could say. Yeah, it's receiving some kind of its own perspective. Like it's getting some rules for that. So without violating the rules, it gives us the information. So what happens totally here is like we'll be having different kind of flights over here. So in all over the world, we have n number of flights. So to monitor them, we don't even have a required technology with this particular thing. So Flight Radar is a particular website which will be providing you the service of giving the live location of a particular plane or an aeroplane. So let's take an example of, okay, I'm just using the VP. Let's off that. Okay. Now we could take more clear look. Okay, yeah. So here we are. So here, okay, I don't think they're closing up. Yeah, I got it. Yep. So this plane is moving from BL until like BLQ to BCN. So we just we can search for this BLQ. What is the full form of BLQ? And we could get that particular. Okay, Bolko Gludium Marchino Airport. Okay, this is a particular airport from where the flight is being departed, and it's going to arrive at BCN. So these are the particular coordinates of this particular what will be calling it as aeroplane. Yeah, aeroplane. If you clearly see it like closely, you can see that a movement is being observed in this particular planes. So it gives you a live location. If it's moving under a particular circumstances, it gives you a live location even for that. So even if you click here, it says BRQ to BDS. It's going to BDS. So you'll be having a particular photo here due to some server issues. Like it's based upon some other country, so we are not able to access it completely. So you need to have a registered login for that. So during this time, you'll also be getting the preview of this particular model of this particular what do you call it, aeroplane. So this aeroplane, what is the color on that, and what is the exact view, and how many people can sit on it. So it's a type of aircraft of A2 0N. This is a particular code of this particular aeroplane. So which we could use to see the aeroplane's preview. So just search for A20. So this is the exact image of the particular flight that is flying over there, which we selected. So this is the flight, how it looks. And we are just having this particular thing here, which we'll be seeing. So it's moving, right? It's a live location. So it's dependent upon IoT projects again. So once you get into this, they'll be asking you to put a antenna on top of your house, so that you could also be partner of them. So when a flight moves on through you, top of you, it will be detecting that particular thing. If thing is there is a ADS system which will be used to interact with two aeroplanes. So between two aeroplanes, you will be having some ADS system to detect each other. So if you see that here, these two are following a similar path. They might be colliding with each other, but that doesn't happen. Why? Because they use ADS system, which will be giving us the option of automatic dependent surveillance broadcast. So the satellites will be transferring the signals that will be having a particular aeroplane ahead of you. So please dodge it. So these kind of information will be always given by the satellite for you. For us, our service, Flight Radar provides satellite for you, and you need to just put it upon your house top, so that they could monitor what is going through on top of your house. So if a particular airplane passes through the top of your house, it will be noted down. These are few things that Flight Radar has used to track down this particular flights. So that's the background of this particular flights. You can even track that, and even there are a lot of things here that you can do. So the data source of this particular, as I said, ADS system broadcast it's about what is it called? Yeah, automatic dependent surveillance broadcast. B stands for broadcast. So it gives you details like this, and at the ground speed of this thing, even you can calculate from which area you can jump, and you can just grab onto the aeroplane in some kind of things, as you will be seeing in the action movies. So these kind of things could be get like analyzed from this particular website called as Flight Radar. And other thing is that interesting thing is that you can wiretap on all the interactions between this particular airport and the aeroplane. So how it is done? So it's simply like we need to select a station here. I'll try this EFJ White Tower. So I'll just click on listen. Okay, I'll just share the screen also. So I think it's not visible for you. So this is the screen. Yeah, hope you can see the screen. So this is a screen where we could get the access to listen this particular conversation between the particular website and the particular tower and the aeroplane. So these two will be speaking about the particular things. Due to that, we could listen to them. So actually, we need some kind of movement in the particular what are they calling? A movement in the aeroplane. So if there is any alert in the aeroplane, or else if they reach the destination, they'll be asking for the guidelines for this particular tower. So they will be transmitting the signals from the particular to this particular tower, particular airplane to tower. So meanwhile, you'll be observing this thing. 1 second, I think that's running up. Let's see what we can hear. I think that's take some time. Let's wait for a minute and just we'll be exploring with other things. Let's leave that into the background. Yep. Let's go with this. So in that way, you could hear to all the things that you can see, and you could wiretap on the traffic between this particular aeroplane and the walkie-talkie that is present in the airport. So airport and aeroplane has a communication between each other in this way, and you can intercept in that, and you can listen to their calls. And coming to the next is, yeah, this is a particular website that you can work upon. So I would like to give you some assignment. Soon after this session, try all these particular things that I have been explained to you practically, so that you will be not forgetting them. So this is a particular company known as Arvin's Uplost Office, okay, something which provides us a furniture. So this is a particular website that we could see, and we'll be going to about us to know about this particular website. Here you can see that there's a works and something like, okay, they created some chair, I guess. Yeah, this is a chair that they created, and this is a van that they use for deliveries. And we have the family, okay, trusted family names. Okay, it was 40 years ago. Okay, 40 years. Okay, I think that's a quite big change. Let's contact them. Contact us. We'll be finding the clear address here. Rose Valley NG 0720. So who is this owner? So I want to know about the owner of this particular thing. So founder, Jose Alberto Arlina. So born in Chile in 1968. So what he's born in 1968. So is he alive now, or else like what could we expect from him? So let's see whether he's a person is alive or not. So for that, even we have the option of searching a person is alive or not in over internet. Believe it or not, it's true. Let's see how that's done. So we have a message. We have a particular thing here. So where I had searched it as a death check record, it gives you multiple options, Alicia. But to be frank, it works only upon foreign countries. Our database isn't available on internet. I know why it's. I think you know why it's not available over internet. Like हम तो सिर्फ कागज मेंटेन करते हैं, सो बुक्स या फिर फाइल्स यही मेंटेन करते हैं, पर वहाँ तो डिजिटल सिस्टम शुरू होता है. So they use digital systems to analyze the data. We need to go through each and every paper to whether see that particular person is alive or not. So these are things that we need to make sure. Okay, so I just search upon Jose Alberto. Yeah, so you can see that one record found, Jose Alberto Aravina. So first name is Jose, middle name is Alberto, last name is Aravina. His age is 77. So you are able to see the age here. So are you able to see the age here, like in this particular website that we had used? So here you can't see any age of this particular person, right? You are using the techniques of OSINT, like open source investigations, to know whether this particular person is alive or not. So his age is also calculated here. See, 77. And what's his birth date? 1941 is his birth date. So what is here? He is born in 1968. It shows that in 1968. But what happens here is born in 1968, alloscopy in 1968. He had also focused on. Okay, let's see what happens here. Okay, 1 second. That's it. Okay. So it says that it's 1941 and the date of death is 11/29/2018. Okay, let's see what is actually like. We'll just analyze this thing. Founder, born in Chile, Alfastro in 1968. He had focused on. Okay, I don't think it's particular. Okay, Arvina Rosello owned this particular operator since 1968. Oh yeah, got that. So this particular company was established in 1968. It's not his particular date of birth. I think there's some issue with this particular date here. So see, to verify that I'm correct. So we can see this particular thing is owned and operated since 1968. A person can't just come out of a mother womb and just can't own a company, right? So it's particularly said that its company is established in 1968 and this particular person is born on 1941. So even if it's wrong here, you are able to see the exact data, right data here, right? And he was the date of death is 2018. So you can even find the person's death here. So this kind of death certificate of this person, you can say that you can just search upon and just you can say each and everything that is related to this particular person. And you have a lot of things here. See, like once you see here, business professionals, federal resources, everything, a resource radius search, address and street data. So everything is available on internet. All the thing that you need to do is a simple search. So you found out that this particular is alive or not. So now what we need to do? We need to find out his particular location. How does this look how does house looks like? Let's see how does this look a phone like things look like. So we'll see here that so we'll go here, we'll go to about contact us. We will be having contact of this particular person, phone, like this is a phone number, right? Just copy this phone number and we have a website called as 411.com, which will be giving us the result of investigating about the phone number. So once you search about this phone number, it says that registered in Roselle, NG. So see, like link up this research search details with this particular website. Is it true or not? See, it's matching upon with this. Yeah, it's true. So we can say that this particular website is legitimate. Yeah, we could trust this website. So it gives a number of owners around that radius. And this is how we will be searching, reverse engineering about a particular phone number. If you want to search your phone number, even you can try that. Mostly we won't get any lead on our phone numbers as because it's kind of not completely developed. So these are kind of you need to pay here. For getting this, we need a premium version. So what is an alternative? Just a search, effective search. Just bring out the search skills of you outside and just you can find another website which is known as that's them. So once you search it here and you will be getting things. So I'm searching for this particular thing and here you go, exact result. I didn't even search for any extension here. I didn't even filter that. The exact result, Jose Arvanas. So lives in Roswell and his exact live location, primary residence, previous address. So he have shifted. If he is shifted from particular property to other property, even that is mentioned here. And his full profile.
Will this
Well,
work for Indian numbers?
hello. Yeah, as I mentioned it will be working as per a basic needs. But India systems are like not completely digital. They make things completely offline available. So there are like books and papers that we need to refer. But in other systems, in other countries, they upload every single detail of you into a number. What is phone number actually? Like phone number is the identification of a person. How we do have either Aadhaar card, it's a number that represents your phone and represents your name. So if you are particular, let's take an example. If you are Yash, who has speak. So if you are Yash, you have a name. We call it, humans call it as Yash. But what computer call is, what phones call you is with the number, not with the name, right? So it's a representation of a person. But in India system, we don't have that advanced linking of number with all your details. Presently, we are linking it up with Aadhaar card, with our PAN card, etc. things. So it would be in further, we could get some other tools that we'll be discussing in the course. So we could not like give some things out here. So people may misuse these things. So we need to make you sign a single document, which is known as code of conduct. So you need to sign that you will not going to use these particular things unethically. So we need that NDA form that you will be declaring as, I won't be using this particular things not unethically. So once you give that document signed to us, once you enroll the course, we'll be totally free to explain everything and each and everything detailedly and openly for you. Okay. So we are restricted that we are not able to say each and everything here due to the privacy issues. Got it? Got it, Yash?
Yes. Yes.
So if I if I say that thing is like I can track you, and if I say it like here, people will be making the use, and even you can get hacked. To be fact, you can even be hacked due to that. So I don't want people to use that in an unethical way to hurt others or to make some impact on social environment. So we would need that like particular point thing that you need to declare us that you won't be using this for unethical purpose. So once you do that, we are good to you everything and each and every detail that you do. Okay.
Yes.
So this is the exact thing that you are going to get. So just search for things. So as you see that I saw that it's a premium version. So I just some googled it up and I just got that again. That's them. So in this particular, I just gave the phone number and I got the exact detail. See exact details of this particular person. So I just want to go to his home. I want to see how it looks. Where does he live? So even you have the exact location here. See. I could even zoom it here. I got the longitudes and longitudes also. So when you zoom in here, you can even find a block. That's the accuracy of this particular thing. See, this is the street, first East First Revenue, CR 610. This is the accuracy that they maintain of each recall. So their cases are easy to investigate. Think about India. We do a lot of have lot of what are we saying? A lot of streets, a lot of places that we that even Google Map can't recognize. So that's like difficult for us to investigate. We need to make sure that our future has a technology that could detect everything. So we need to make sure that everything, single detail is going to be uploaded, but in a better manner where the security is provided. Not like the people where we could find everything here. It's not. It should be restricted for the people, like only for police that they could access all these things. But we are able to access it open, like it's free of cost, and I'm able to access all these things, right? It's an open source investigation that we do. So here I got the lead on this particular person, and I also got this thing, and her this person's wife name is Claudia M. Marvin, I guess. Lives in same. Okay, their email address is also given. C. Arvina, their alternative phone numbers, associatives, So everything, each and every detail is given here. Their family member's name, Jose A. Arvinas. So Hannah B. Aravina. So they might be relatives or like people who are close to them. So these are the things that we need to do. So there are like lot of things that we need to cover, but the session is limited, so I can't give much about these things for you. So you could join us or also contact us back. So this is the option where we could find them, and we'll just go to this particular location and see how it looks. Let's just, it's a Google pathing. So you can see that, right? I am exactly around his house. So I saw that, extracted the information that he is going to stay in Alienor, but he is going to be staying on the second block. So this is the block that he is going to stay. This is the first block. Okay, let me show you. This is the first block, and he will be staying on the second block. This is the home block of this particular owner. So you can even stand here. You can see different angles. So you can even say that, okay, he has a car. So if you want to like if a terrorist is living here, so to take down this terrorist, you can plan this in this way. So here there is opening up here. You can just use a sniper shot from this over ambushes from this particular place. You can just shoot a use a sniper to take down the person standing over here. So in this way you can just plan things. Everything is available on internet. Only thing is a single search, right? Got it? So these are the things that I would like to introduce about OSINT. So how did I find out that it's a second street? How did I find out that it's second street? So I just used the ng parcels where I dropped the 471 Eleanor AV that I got from this particular website. So there was this particular thing, Rosalie NJ, and it was saying kind of same number, even the number I matched it, and I saw that. So I got the exact details. So I don't need these particular things to open. So if you want to like open these things, there is some kind of vulnerability in this also. I'll show you. See, when you select this thing, you are able to see this, right? Is it visible? So this is some kind of loophole that this particular website that forgot to implement. So even it's a kind of closed or else like thing, I could even access this. See, 908.403 BZUM. Got it? So these such things doesn't even comes under vulnerability testings or this thing. It's just some knowledge that you need to have about web development. So even you don't need a premium access to see what is over here in some such in these cases. So just some common sense and some brain knowledge that you need to put on here. So these are the things that I would like to discuss, and from here I grabbed the details and I saw that this particular person is living from the road, the Galloping Hills Road, the second block. So in that way I found out that this was the block. So this was the Galving Highway Road. See, you can see that here. This is the road, Galving Lock Hills, and this is the Eleanor, and I should go to the second block. So this is the second block, this is his home. Got it? How to pinpoint a person's house, how to grab him, like, you see, you are not even safe. Even your house is over internet. Everyone and anyone can access the data of you. This is how dangerous today's internet is. So please be secured about these things. Okay. These are the open source investigations that we approach. So let's go with bug bounty techniques. Mostly people are more excited about bug bounties as they generate a lot of big lot of amount. So let's go with the PPT, and there's a small video that I would like to show. This is JNM's like, okay, let me okay, let's discuss it there. Yeah, POC of recent bugs. So this is a bug that JNM sir has been working upon. So this is a particular vulnerability that's William sir has been working and found out this bug. So the bug was like, okay, I'll share my whole screen so to be more pictures. I hope it's visible. So in this particular, see, you can see, yeah. Selenois. This is a particular company website which is offering some kind of service. So what is a vulnerability here is it's called as HTML injection. It is kind of what we call it. It's a kind of vulnerability of this particular website that is having it. It leads to a dangerous lead of intent. So just look into it. So once we have the login here, and we'll be having the sign up page here. So first name and last name. So here are the main things.
Yavan,
Yeah,
we are running out of time, so can you just wind up so that we
yeah,
can go for question answer session also?
yeah, sure. We'll be getting it done. So sorry guys, it was like totally completely involved in the interacting with you. So it's just the last one that we last slide that we are going to through. So this is first name and this is last name. So I had this particular is input as like HTML code. So this HTML code is given in such a way that it will be breaking the code, and also it will be adding some href link here. So we could redirect that particular page to if we click on this particular thing, it will redirect to other page. So this is just code. What happens if you put the code here? It's like it's going to be detected again, and it's going to be sanitized in other situations. But here, this particular website is lacking of sanitization of this particular web inputs. So it's not sanitizing these inputs. So because of these inputs, it's not validating even. The form validation isn't available for this. So HTML injection has put here has a like reference link. So once we submit this, so we use some temp mail here. So temp mails are temporary mails. So everything is entered. Once everything is entered, we'll be entering the company name. And once you click on sign up, you'll be getting a verification link to your mail address. So the mail address is like, okay, let's go to the mail and check what is in the mail. So here you got the mail, see. So what is here, see. Dear user, click here to get rupees 2000 coupons offer. So in previously we had mentioned in the last name and first name these things. See here I may last name is mentioned here, first name is mentioned here. So these things are replicated are reflected over the mail here. So what people think is, see, everything as we discussed, phishing mails, it is not a phishing mail as because it is verified domain. But what is happening here? We are putting our own data here without the permission of Selenois. So here, when you click on here, see what happens when we click here. When we click here, it redirects to different page that we wanted. So when you click here, it directs to some other page which is known as evil.com. So let's see that. What's okay? I think it's missed. Yeah. So once you click on here, it redirects us to a different page. See here, it's redirecting to us to a different page, evil.com. So once you click on that, you can see that thing. Yeah, see. So it's redirecting the things. So actually, it should not be implemented in this particular thing. It should give just dear user, thank you for signing up. It should only give this thing. But instead of that, it has given the click here link. This is called as HTML injection. This was one of the bug that Sir has found. This is a vulnerability that Sir has found and reported also. And it was around a good amount that they have given as a bounty. These were the things related to bug bounty. These are some kind of beginners. See, it took only like around 2 minutes to 3 minutes to figure out a bounty, but you will be receiving around 14,000, 15,000 amount. That's the power of bug bounty hunting. Hope it's clear. So we are done with the POC of these things. We'll discuss about try hack me and hack the box in further sessions if we could meet again. So any doubts, guys? We'll be taking some doubts till 12:40. Okay, 12:40 we'll be taking some doubts. So guys, it was a lengthy session. It was a single break session. Sorry for giving a single break. So we had a lot of things to discuss, and we had a lot of things. So any doubts that you have that you want to ask, just unmute yourself and speak out. You can drop it in the chat box even. Or else you can raise a hand to speak up. Is there any doubts, guys?
Hello, sir.
Yeah, hello.
Yes, sir. There was a question. Sir, can we track if email is sent from virtual operating system?
Yeah, let me show. Let me say that virtual system also shares the same IP address with your computer. Okay, I will show you the thing. What happens here is just 2 minutes of work. So here I'll just go to the. Okay, I'll just edit. Okay, yep, virtual network editor. So what happens here is even though if you use this particular way thing to send an email, let's see. So see, this is the subnet address. This is the subnet address. So both are like having the same. Okay, this won't matter much. I'll show you the exact thing, exact operation. So here goes settings. In this setting, you'll be having option of network adapter. So here see, use this user to share the host IP address. We'll be using a NAT, which will be using the same address. So like it's a like different concept again. We can't go much deeper in this period of 2 minutes or 3 minutes. I could say only one thing, that it also shares the same network IP address that your system is going to use. So you can't differentiate between this. If you want to like avoid this tracking and things, it's not possible. Even if you use a proxy chain, even if you use VPNs, even if you use any other stuff, you will be tracked down. There are softwares that law enforcement agencies use to track down. Even to be specific, even Tor browser cases were dealt by government, where the people were able to track the particular person who hosted an onion website and was doing some illegal stuff over dark web. This dark web is totally deep concept. Even we have dark web techniques where we could find out information from this dark web. Even OSINT tools are available even on dark web. Got it? So we can't make a difference between our actual IP address of the main system and the virtual system. Both of them share a similar IP address. Got it? Yeah, we can go to the next doubt. Is there any other doubts? Yeah, if is there any doubts other than this, we could go with that. Okay, then to wind up the session, we'll be just seeing one last tool. It's just a quick session, so I'll just give some just 2 minutes of the view on that. So this is a particular tool that we use for Instagram things. Okay, let's go to the terminal 3. Yeah, so this is the Instagram. I hope you could see. So I'll use the option as list. So I'll be having the things of here, like I'll be going to see. Okay, I'll just use the option of follows. Okay, I'll just take fewer emails. So how you could see the emails of a particular Instagram. I'll just type this and we'll be searching for some emails, and I got do you want to get all members? No, I'm limited for, okay, I just want one. So it will be giving the email address of a particular follower. So I just input, I had done some backend work there, and due to that it will be generating a particular list of photos or else videos. You can see that comments, media types, likes, the people who liked, the information of the particular post, everything, followers, followings, the people who are following you, their email address, their phone numbers, everything is available on this particular tool. You can use this particular tool to know these things. So it's called as OSINTgram. You can just try it up. We couldn't get much time to cover this thing, so you can just do it on your own. It's a simple thing. If you have any doubts, you can just contact us. So any other doubts, guys? If there is any, no, there is no other doubts, we could wind up the session. So this is my Instagram where you could approach me for any doubts if you have. So you can just go search for the Instagram, and it's also OSINT technique. So just even searching is OSINT technique. So you can just search for that and message me regarding that if you have any doubts. So one thing to mention is that in this particular thing, we had a lot of fun, right? So I hope you learned a lot. So in these things, to be frank, I have in a percent of 100, I just gave you information of 5%. I don't think it's a 5% even. So it's a 2% of information that we gave you. So even 2% information is so much valuable. So we could have a lot of more other than these things. So in this particular course, we are going to give you particular things like more basic depth knowledge of cybersecurity, Google hacking, cyber forensics, like how a particular person can investigate like a forensic investigator. And also you will be getting an internship opportunity. And we also will be training you how to secure internship in government. So doing an internship with government is a big deal, right? Did you like expert these particular things that we could get around these things? But we will be providing you the 100% knowledge of these particular things like guidance to secure a government internship, investigation tricks, and how a forensic investigator works, and how a field work is done. Janam sir is much experienced in doing the field work. Even he had a lot of experience. He will be sharing with you, and I will be personally addressing you with all your doubts, as we both will be taking the sessions, and also will be taking the leads, or like we'll be basing upon the your doubts. We'll be planning upon the dates of this meet also in the courses. So all the thing that is here is we had all the things here. Kali Linux basics, as I showed you, all the tools that are available here in Kali Linux. So there are n number of tools. See, information gathering, vulnerability analysis, database. To use all these, you need a mentor. Without a mentor, if you use these things, you can get to trouble. Even you can do some unethical things. So to perform these things, you need a mentor. So all the things you need to do is these are the present things that we are having in our course. So we could deal up these things, but this particular offer is only available for today again, like today and tomorrow. By tomorrow, we'll be closing the seats, and they are limited. It's actually a price of 3,500. We are providing it under 1,650. So if you are really interested and willing to learn, you can just join it up. Yeah, thanks for all the people who had carefully like listened to the session, and also hello.
Hello, Sushmita, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Yes, Sushmita, please take up.
Okay. So thank you so much, Evan, for sharing such a great content. But now let's see whether our friends have really loved your content or not. Can any one of you just give a short feedback about the workshop? It will be a great pleasure to hear from you that what have you understood any of the thing or any basic things, something like that. Please, any one of you. Is there anyone who can explain a little bit? Just a 1 minute thing will also do. Am I audible to you?
Yes, ma'am.
anyone-
Yes, you're audible.
Okay. So as no one is trying, just we'll move further. Coming towards the main thing, the certificate of these 2 days workshop will be redeemed by you yourself. now actually asked you to give a feedback, but okay, it's okay, no one is trying now, but for redeeming your certificate you have to yourself try. But how, means how you can redeem the certificate of this 2 days workshop? Let me explain you. We want a small confirmation from your side that you really have attended the workshop, you have got the knowledge, you have understood the things. For this you have to just share your feedback and a little information about the workshop over your LinkedIn profiles. You have to put the hashtags and few necessary things that will be provided you on the over the group, so that your post is visible to us. Okay, so after doing this, what you will get is obviously your certificates of the workshop. And one more thing will be you will be getting, or after reading your post, and we will be shortlisting 3 best posts, and but how? For that you have to just post your feedback and detailed information about the workshop, whatever you have understood, any part or anything that you have loved the most. I know it's damn interesting thing we are asking you to do, and I hope you guys will do it. After all, you want the certificate, and also the best thing is you will get the goodies from Consola. The winners will be declared over the groups, so no one is asked to leave the groups, as you means we will be declaring to post over LinkedIn, and results will be declared on Tuesday. Am I clear? Anyone is having any doubt? Okay, I'll just repeat one more time in Hindi, as I'm getting the messages to say in Hindi. आपको बस आप जो समझा है 2 दिनों में वर्कशॉप के बारे में, वो आपको बस लिंक्डइन पर शेयर करना है. आपको हैशटैग्स दिए जाएंगे, और क्या क्या टैग करना है वो भी दिया जाएगा. बस आपको क्या समझा है 2 दिनों में वो आपको पोस्ट करना है, और उसके बाद में ही आपको सर्टिफिकेट मिलेगा, बिकॉज एवरी पार्टिसिपेंट इज मैंडेटरी. एंड ऑब्वियसली वो पोस्ट देखने के बाद में हम 3 पोस्ट शॉर्टलिस्ट करेंगे, और उनको कंसोला की तरफ से गुडीज मिलने वाले हैं. और आपको कल रात तक का समय है, और ट्यूसडे को वी विल बी डिक्लेयरिंग द रिजल्ट्स ट्यूसडे तक आ जाएंगे, वो भी ग्रुप पर ही. सो ग्रुप लीव नहीं करना है. ओके, आई थिंक आई एम क्लियर. इफ एनीवन इज हैविंग एनी डाउट, प्लीज रिस्पॉन्ड. Anyone is having any doubt? Guys,
No,
please
ma'am.
respond. Okay. Yeah. So coming towards the end of this workshop, I would like to give a vote of thanks to the respected principal
just a
of
second.
KBT. Okay.
I'm just a sec.
Yeah.
All dear participants, I had shared one feedback link from our college side. So all of you, please fill that feedback link. I will share the same on the group also. So please, all of you, fill that feedback link. And I want to thank Consola Infotech team and all the speaker of today's workshop, from the management and management of MVPs, KBT, COE, NASEC, and on the behalf of Principal Sir, Vice Principal Sir, HOD, and all the staff members, I thank whole team of Consola and speaker for conducting such a nice workshop, 2 days workshop, for all our students and participants which are outside of the college. I again thanks all the participants for because of the participants only, that is the success of our workshop. 250 plus participants had attended the workshop, and it is our great pleasure for conducting such a nice workshop with such a great attendance with all of the participants. Thank you so much, all of you. Yes, all of you, please
Guys,
fill the feedback form.
yeah, we there are 2 feedback forms. One is from your college and one is from Consola Infotech. So you have to fill both the feedback and have to also give the answers in that feedback. And coming towards the end of this workshop, would like to give a vote of thanks HOD of department VR Sunavne and the most cooperative faculty Tejaswini Pawar ma'am. Thank you so much for giving us a platform where we could share the information and knowledge. Thank you so much.
So here we conclude our workshop. Thank you all. You can leave now. Thank you.